How do you manage your leads? What CRM system do you use? Those have been common questions that I've received over the years, and today I have the answer. Now, you probably saw this a couple of days ago. I was premature. My web guys were not ready, but now we are. So, here's your opportunity to test drive the Dealulator CRM, which is going to help you manage your leads, which should produce more follow-up, closing more deals faster. So you know what you need to do is simply stand by. Let's get it.
It's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
Hello guys, this is Ty, aka the Flip Man. A lot of you have asked me over the years, Ty, Flip Man, what CRM system do you use? All right. And I think I'm a little techie, probably more so than other people, but I really didn't have a CRM system that I had locked in on. I've tried some and just was never really satisfied with them. So through my continuous journey to try to figure out how to generate leads through Facebook, my man Karen here right now reached out to me, told me I had something I want to show you. And so he showed me what he offered through Facebook and to generate leads, which is working right now. But that's why we're here about the Facebook ads. But part of what we agreed to do is, and part of how the leads are handled is the CRM, the back end of it. When the leads come in from Facebook, they go into a CRM. So once I saw that, I was like, wow, okay, wow. So he and I, even though it started out just straight business, we've talked a lot, got a lot of the same ideas. He's actually interested in real estate, even though he's a Facebook marketing genius. So he has some interest in real estate. So we put our heads together and say, man, I told him, say, man, is this something that we can offer? So here we are. So now we have what we would call, the CRM by Dealulator. So enough of me yapping. What's going on, Karen?
Good. How's your day today?
All right. If you could just quickly go into what this CRM system that we'll be offering, some of the bells and whistles of it, and why it can help people that are, especially wholesalers, which is set up for that, how it can help them in their everyday activities of managing their leads to make them more efficient, which in turn helps you make more money.
Yeah, for sure. So as most of you know as well, like generating leads is just one part of the equation, right? The money is in the follow-up and the organization of the leads on the back end. And that is usually where most investors or wholesalers drop the ball, because again, like not all leads are going to convert, right away. Like it's only like conversion wise, it's only 2 to 4%. That's the industry average for all, I guess, like most industries. So in that sense, like you need to have a way to organize your leads so that you know when is the right time to call the leads, which leads has the highest value, which lead is most likely to close as well. And using a CRM really helps you to do all that, right? And it's more than that as well, because this CRM or a platform, it incorporates all different, I guess, softwares which you need as like a wholesaler, and we aggregate it into one so that you don't have to like find ways to stick different softwares together. And if you pay for different softwares, that adds up as well, right? Your recurring fee adds up on a month-to-month basis. So we try to aggregate everything into one so that it's like a seamless platform where, it's a seamless platform where you all can just like work on that and just build everything on one platform. And all the support is provided there as well. And you can do text, emails, phone calls, voicemail drops, and what else? Let's see. You can organize your leads in different pipelines. You can aggregate all your leads, from bandit signs, driving for dollars, cold calling, ads, be it on different platforms like Facebook, Google, YouTube. Like it's all aggregated into one, so that you can exactly see like which lead is from where. And if you have like a team of like acquisition managers or different people, like you can add different users into the platform as well, and people can manage it from there.
Okay, boom. All right, so let's show them what we're talking about. So if you will share your screen, and we'll go through some of the main basic features or whatever. It does a lot of different things. So we're going to try to simplify this initially.
Cool.
So
So dashboard wise, like when you log into the platform itself, like there's so many different things, right? But it might seem a bit scary at first, but it's pretty intuitive. So in the dashboard function itself, like there's no leads inside it right now. So if there is leads inside, you'll see the number of opportunities there are in the pipeline. And opportunities basically mean leads from any sources that there is, right, in the pipeline itself. So you'll see the total number of leads. You can have like a preset date as well. So let's say on a week by week basis, you want to see how many opportunities you have. Is it trending up? Is it trending down? You can see the number of closed leads, the number of open leads, which is the leads that you're still working at, and the number of lost leads, which is people who are not interested, right? And you can also set like a pipeline value. So let's say each lead is worth 10,000 for you, right? And you have 10 leads, so your pipeline value would be 10,000. It just breaks down exactly number of opportunities, the value it is, and conversion rates in terms of like how many total opportunities there is, and what's the number of closed opportunities. So that's the dashboard. It basically shows you like the exact metrics in terms of like the lead side of things, and you can also have different tasks that you set for different team members, like to call who, when to call. It's all laid out in one simple dashboard, so that you can know who to call, when to call, and who's more likely to close, right? That's the dashboard side. In the conversation side, like if you have a conversation set up here, like you can call, text, and email. If you see, let's see.
Well, Karen, before we go any further, you think it'd be better if we just go into my account so they can actually see?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Let me, do I need to share my screen and then you take control of it?
No, I can share it from my end.
Okay, good. Okay, boom. Okay.
Cool. So yeah, this makes more sense now. So if you go to the dashboard, you can see the timeline-wise where each of the leads are at. This is the total number of opportunities. These are the total number of like open leads there is. These are the total number of lost leads, right? And we haven't set it like a pipeline value because it differs for different, I guess, like lead sources. So that is not set yet. And you can see as well in terms of the funnel, like where each of the leads are at and how we categorize those. So if you go to the opportunity side, this is how the pipeline is set up, right? And this is how the pipeline looks like. People come in from the prospect side of things, and hot prospect basically means people who are more warmer as well. And this is how the pipeline is set up currently. And if you see here, leads come in from different sources, right? There's leads from Memphis, there is leads from Birmingham, and you can basically aggregate all the leads there is in one specific pipeline, and you can see exactly which sources it is as well. You can make calls, you can do text, you can send emails as well. So let's give an example.
Let's explain now. All of these leads are coming from our Facebook ads. At the date of this video, we haven't closed it. We have a couple under contract with one that has a buyer for. We're just waiting on the title work to come back on it. So don't get caught up in that part of it. But we just want to show you the functionality because this is a relative new marketing method that we're using through the Facebook ads. So we're still somewhat figuring out the kinks. I haven't added all my other leads from text messaging, and bandit signs and other things that we do or whatever. But it will be there or whatever. We're going to transition everything over there. So, but we just wanted to keep it clean right now for just a Facebook lead. So, but go ahead though. I'm sorry.
Correct. No. So if you click, let's say, on one of the names here, like you can see all the conversations that's being made and everything inside it, right? And you can see the details of the names. You can send text, you can send emails, and you can also make different marketing campaigns, which is like nurture sequences that is set up and which is automated as well. So let me give you an example. So for each and every lead that is coming into the system from the ad level side of things, like they will get like these automations set up to basically nurture them, right? Like wanting to sell fast, or you needing to sell. So you can build automations to basically nurture the lead so that you don't have to like send it manually and you don't have to remember to add people on because this is like automated, right? And if you check out the campaign side, there's so many different things that you could do, right? So let's say test campaign. There are so many different events and sequences that you could make, like emails, text, voicemail drops. A cool thing about this is there's also messenger and there's also call. And what call means, which is really cool, is that let's say when a lead comes in from one of the ads, it actually makes like your phone ring as well, like a normal phone call, so that your speed to lead is minimal, right? You actually get a phone call from that specific lead, and in that sense, like you're able to get touch with the leads like ASAP as well, and the system allows you to do that. So you can build different workflows as you like, and that's the campaign side of things.
And basically, just to reiterate, like if like when we're using Facebook, if a lead comes in through that source, if we want to have it set that way, as soon as the lead come in, they're providing their phone number, we can get a call to call them immediately.
Yeah, so the system's gonna say like, hey, this is Jane. It's a lead from Facebook. Press 1 to give them a call, right?
Yeah.
So it's like the system ringing the phone, and then when you press 1 to accept, like you call them. So in that sense, like the system is set up so that you can have the fastest speed to lead as well, and your conversion rates would improve from there once you have everything set up. And not only that on the front end, but you have marketing and nurture sequence set up on the back end so that you actually are keeping in touch with the lead so that when they're ready, they're going to contact you, right? That's how.
Correct.
Yeah.
Go back to opportunities
Uh-huh.
and show them how you can move leads from pipeline to pipeline.
Yeah. So let's say Bernetta here, like once you've spoken to them, like these are their details and everything. Like once you've spoken to them, like you can move the leads from one pipeline to the other. And in that sense, like that's being organized, right? And we also are able to set automations when we move leads to different pipelines. I'm not sure if you know that, Ty, but we can do that as well. So like when we move this here, let's say like appointment scheduled, right? And we've set an appointment time. So when we move one lead to here, what we can do on the back end is that set up like an automation to send them appointment reminders, like an hour before their appointment, like 5 hours before, 12 hours before, and also send like a custom video, which is unbranded, saying like, hey, this is Ty here. Thanks for hopping on a call with one of us or one of our team members. Look forward to speaking with you in our appointment. Like you can shoot that as a video, not tailored to someone.
It would text it to them or email it or both.
Yeah, text it to them as well and email that.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay. Wow. Yeah. That's what's up.
So in that sense, like you're actually being more interactive as well. And that really improves show rates because it shows that, because usually people receive so many text, emails from just automations in general, right? But if you show like a face behind that, like that really improves your show rates for appointments and just make people want to converse more.
Gotcha. Okay. So like whenever you get ready to move a lead, like the the bottom pipelines with the lost, abandoned. You want to show
Yeah.
those also.
So let's say like, this lead we've spoken to, we've made a cash offer, we've won the leads, we can move them to one here. And once you move them to one, like the stats will change as well on the dashboard side, right? Like the stats will say one closed, and the, one closed, and you can see the conversion rates number change there as well. So you can also take a look at the lost leads here. Look at the number of lost leads in the pipeline and so on. And what you could do is that you can filter and categorize them again, right? So lost leads or abandoned leads doesn't mean that, they're permanently lost, right? What you could do is like you can filter out people from, let's say, abandoned lead or lost leads on a month-to-month basis and reactivate them again by sending them like some reactivation messages. So there's different ways that you can categorize this. And you can also make different pipelines for different lead sources. So if you go to, let's say, settings, pipelines, and create pipeline, like what you could do as well, if you don't like to have everything jumbled into one, you can make this like bandit sign pipeline, right? Contact made, appointment scheduled, cash offer, right? So you can have like different pipelines, and you can change the pipeline setup as well so that you can see exactly which leads are where and make it more organized. So you have unlimited pipelines that you can set. You can customize the pipeline to how you would look like and what different columns there are. There's different ways that you can customize.
So with a bandit sign pipeline, those are going to be calls that are incoming, so that they're going to have to be manual. Whereas the Facebook pipeline, it
Correct.
automatically feeds into it. So with bandit signs, it has to be manually input the information. So if you'll go through that.
Yeah. So in terms of the bandit sign pipelines, what we could do as well is that let's go to the form builder, for instance, and make a form called bandit sign, right? Bandit sign leads. And then, the most common thing is you want to put like first name, last name, phone number, and email. And what you could do as well is you put custom fields, right?
You want to add go back to standard. You want to add
address, right?
Address, city, state, zip,
state,
if that's an
postal code.
Yeah, postal code.
And custom fields as well. Like for instance, correct. Why are you looking to sell? Timeline wise, right? And you can also make this required. So what this does is that I'll show you. So if you press integrate form and click the link, and you have this link already, and when you search it, like you will have like a form which you can fill in, or you can have your team members fill in. And in that sense, like when this is filled in, it will automatically go to this specific pipeline, the bandit sign
pipeline. Correct. So right. Now you can do that for direct mail. You can do it for text messaging. You can do it for ringers voicemail, driving for dollars, other wholesalers. So you can have a number of different pipelines depending on how the lead was generated. Now, again, that helps you just manage your different lead sources and so on.
Yeah. And you can also, again, like managing lead sources is important by using like task and so on. So like, let's say going back to the sales pipeline, like you can set task for different people to call, let's say task, what the task is, like follow up, right? And then you can set the due date as well. And once you set everything up correctly, like you can see all of this in the dashboard, and you will know which lead to call and when, right? That's really important because like you don't want to miss the leads, especially when they're ready. So this collates everything in the dashboard as well.
Okay. What I was about to say. With the tags, if you'll show them how the tags can be helpful.
All right. So what you could do as well is, let's say you have a contact and you can also have tags inside it, right? So tags, you can think of them as like segmenting different leads. you can segment different leads by the action that you have done. So for instance, like for this person, like there's the made offer tag, right? So, when you have made an offer, this should probably be here. And you can basically segment the leads in that sense. And if you go to the contacts, this is literally the total contacts there is for everyone. And if you go to like tags here and tag is, let's see, tag is made offer, like you can see the number of people that we've made offer to, and you can segment the leads in that way as well. So there's so many different things that you could do. Another cool thing as well is that, hey, like these people are the people that we've made offer to, right? So let's send them like a quick text to ask them, hey, what do you think of the offer that we made, right? So what you could do is you could select everyone just here, and you can send SMS, and these will be sent to just these people, right? So that's really cool. So you can, you can put tags, and you can just send like a custom message like, hey.
You might be like, hey, do you still have your property, or are you still interested in selling it? Something like that. Yeah.
Correct. And you can also make it more customizable, like, hey, and then contact first name. So it's their actual first name and
Nice.
with the message, right? Yeah. Cool. What do you think, Ty? Is there anything else?
No, I think that's the basics. What's going to happen, guys, is that whenever you sign up for it, it's a 14-day free trial. Right now, the introductory rate is $49. So after the 14 free days, it'll if you want to keep it, it'll start to bill you monthly. But the great thing about it is that you can try it out. We're going to have some onboarding help, which Karen has explained how that works. So basically, for people that are not as techy as others, you're going to have help setting this up. But and then is this available on Android and Apple?
Yeah, it is available in both.
Yeah, so you're going to be able to take this with you with your smartphone to be able to manage your leads also. So if you could explain how once they sign up, how the onboarding process will work, because we have a number of tutorial videos that go into great more detail than what we've done right here. But if Karen, if you can explain how that works.
So the onboarding process, the way it works is that if you sign on from our website, we then ask you for like an onboarding form to fill out. And in that sense, like that will auto-populate and create the account for you. And when you've created the account, there is going to be like a support button here in the top, in the bottom left, which goes over like from A to Z, everything that you need to know about this platform. It's not only like a doc, but it's also like a video. So you can literally custom build the way that you like it, because that's the most powerful thing about the software, right? Like we can use it for different purposes and for different industries as well. So in that sense, like you want to custom tailor it to your own needs and how it fits yourself. And the best way to do that is by understanding how everything works, just in a general overview. And it's all there inside the support ticket, like how, all the instructional videos. And there's also like a support ticket there, where if you have any specific questions, like if you send like a support message there, like we'll get back to you within 24 to 48 hours with, instructional videos or like tips on how to improve that as well.
All right, boom. So God, I guess say, well, okay, so how do we get this, Ty? You can stop sharing us, Karen.
Okay, cool.
So how do you get access to this? So this will be, you can access it through Dealulator.com, right? And you'll see a section of the site, and it'll also be right there in the menu bar. You can access the CRM. And once you get there, you'll see more information in an introductory video that basically somewhat reiterates what we've done right here now. And hey, you like what you see? You have 14 days to try. We got a lot of support to help you make it useful, make it very valuable to your operation. And at the end of the day, it's all in the follow-up, guys. And if you have something, a tool that will assist you in following it up on a day-to-day basis, that only is just going to turn into more money for you. So the $49 will be just a drop in the bucket. You'll wonder why we're not charging more, which we probably will. So this is an introductory rate. So, but once you're grandfathered in at that price, you'll be grandfathered in. I'm just letting you know. So I'm not trying to twist anyone's arm, I'm just letting you know what it's going to be. So again, you're going to be able to access this through Dealulator.com. There'll be a link in the description of this particular video if you're on YouTube. Also in the comments section, it'll be pinned to the top. So you'll have, simple access to get going. And again, we're going to offer you as much support as possible. Anything you want to add, Karen, before we get out of here?
No, that's pretty much it. I guess like platform wise, like it's not just a CRM. So there's so many different things that is built into it. Like you can build funnels, website. You can also build a course inside it. You can also have like a calendar software inside it. So there's many different tools that we haven't gone through yet, but that's just like a quick glimpse of like what this platform can build and bring you.
All right, boom, man. I'm glad you were able to share your time with us, man. And I'm glad you reached out to me a few months back with the Facebook stuff, and we ended up here. So again, guys, if you want to access this, you'll probably see it on the screen here. But Dealulator.com, you can get the CRM by Dealulator. Let's start managing and doing all this follow-up and make some more money. So again, Karen, appreciate your time. And as always, like to say, guys, we'll see you on the flip side.
Flip man, it's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.